We're heading to look at campers.
Rolling with the Stones to Chattown, looking at some campers.
Let's go.
So before we went to Chattanooga, we actually looked at an 05 Rockwood Roo.
I like it because it's a mixture. You have the regular camper, but you still get the pop-out feel.
They call that a hybrid, best I can tell. Before that one, we saw a pop-up. Had a little water damage in the corner, but it was nice overall.
Then we went to look at this because I begged and
No comment.
instantly decided that was a no. So he took off to Gadsden the next day.
This was legit, not going to lie, but you couldn't stand up in the actual box. But really, really cool camper. Nobo 10.7.
Had a really cool fireplace inside, but again, you had to crawl to get in it. Once you got in, you could see you have a couch, and it could also turn into a bed.
It would have been a really cool setup for our family, or I just think it would be cool and neat, and you would probably definitely be the talk of the campground, but absolutely not very much space.
Hey, Rolling with the Stones here. We are heading out to check out a few campers. It's been a few years since we had one. 7 years ago yesterday was our first camper experience, and we're excited to possibly venture out into a pop-up or the other extreme, a off-terrain camper with a roll cage. So, what do you think about it?
Well, obviously, the off-road is not actually a roll cage, hopefully.
Oh, sorry.
But, yes, after selling everything from bumper pulls to fifth wheels with diesel trucks to my favorite, the motorhome.
Love the motorhome.
This statement was made by myself: we will never be into camping again. Yet here I am on the road for the second day in a row going to look at campers. So, quick lesson in this: never say never. And camping is awesome. So get out there, folks. Enjoy life. See things. Enjoy the Lord. Have a great time. Go camping. You won't regret it. It's awesome fun. We have missed it. We're trying to get back into it. So look forward to you going on a journey with us today.
Let's go check out some campers.
Checking out campers. On an awesome golf cart ride, getting to go look at campers.
The first pop-up we looked at had no power, so that was a no. So we just left Camping World. I will share some little videos and pictures throughout to show you what we looked at. I really didn't want a video in front of the salespeople, but we got to see Phil, the guy that sold us our first camper 7 years ago. But we looked at a cute little Winnebago and checked it out. Beside it was something really cool called a Mantis. I'll pop the picture on there. It's very interesting. We're running to look at a pop-up that's being sold by a guy super cheap on Facebook Marketplace. We may turn around and run when we see it, but we'll see. So here is our journey so far. What you think?
Well, like the Winnebago, it was very nice. The Mantis is different. If you're looking for something like totally different, has that like off-road, like really cool feel, that Mantis was very interesting looking. Check those out. Those are pretty cool. The Winnebago was nice. I think we're still warring between a pop-up with like no bathroom versus do you spend a little bit more money, get a smaller with a box and a full bathroom. So drop us a comment. Tell us what you think. What would you prefer? Would you prefer pop-up, no bathroom? Or like, dear Lord, no, give me a bathroom. I want a regular camper. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. And we look forward to you continuing our adventure, or you continuing with us on this crazy adventure. So we looked at a Winnebago hike at Camping World, and I will have to say probably one of the coolest campers that I have seen. I love the rugged, like off-road look. I have no idea why, but I just think it looks really cool. This has an interesting floor plan. I think for 2-3 people max, you would probably be okay. A lot of good storage. Good ward or closet up in the bathroom. That was another thing when you're looking at these pop-ups. You have to kind of make a decision on bathroom versus bathhouse. But really love the hike, love the floor plan, love the outside of it.
Next to the hike was Mantis. Not really anything we would buy, but had to check it out. It's very off-road, very rugged. All of the shelves are actually just black crates that are bungee tied in there. Just had a really cool I don't know, off-road adventure feel. Pops up at the top like a little tent. That's why everything looks reddish orange, because of the tent color, but really cool.
Yeah, the Avenger was nice. Again, a lot of room on the inside. Was a little disappointed for the year that it was. Already had a few things kind of pulling apart, but again, looked great. Then the Pioneer also had a good floor plan as well.
It had a Murphy bed. I didn't know if we'd like a Murphy bed. I've never really seen one, but it had a really good layout. It's had some things done to it, some remodeling already done. So we'll check that out in just a second. But outside, it did have a kitchen area, just a fridge, but the grill that we used could slide in there, and that would be great. So here we are trying to get the Murphy bed working, and you can tell he's a little bit confused. It did have a good kitchen, and then the bathroom was a full-size bathroom, where some of them were that 3-in-1, where you have your toilet, your sink, and shower all in one little cubby. And it was a bunk bed set up at one point, but they removed one of the beds, which actually gives Gavin more room. And then right here we have the table. Not really sure what they did or what happened. We would probably remove that and put a table and chair. It didn't have a mattress, but we could easily add one. Normally you want to replace it anyways and get a softer one. But the Murphy bed was something we liked.
The Colt was another one of those kind of like off-road, outdoorsy looking ones. Rear kitchen, which was cool. Bathroom was a 3-in-1. Did not care for that. And then the little L shape that you see right there, that is not removable. One thing I want to add is just be careful when you're dealing with dealerships. Got very frustrated at a particular dealership. I won't mention a name, but hidden fees are ridiculous.
So, that was interesting. We've had an interesting day. He's not going to say much.
I got a whole lot I'd like to say,
but he's not allowed to say anything right now. So we found some really neat things. We found things that we like and things that we don't like. We are going to go home and think on it. The pop-up camper got there and there is no power, so that one's kind of out. Had some differences of opinions on pricing at some places. And then we found some that were doable. I didn't realize I'd like the Murphy bed, so you have a couch and visit on, and then at night pop down the bed. Never really looked at one like that, and that's now really a pretty big contender. On our way home, we're going to stop and look at one more pop-up, and then I think we're going to go home and sleep on it and try to decide.
Not the pop-up, because we didn't buy it.
We can't sleep on the pop-up yet. We're going to go to the house and sleep and see where we're at. So this journey continues yet another day.
I will tell you, and I will not, my wife said that I cannot mention names, so I won't mention names. Just be careful at dealerships. I am a little shocked and blown away by the little fees and little things that they try to sort of tack on and add on. And I don't know, again, I don't want to speak negative, so I won't mention names or anything. I was just a little shocked at some of the add-on fees that you can kind of get into. And then I'm the guy that grew up, I mean, my dad was a used car dealer, so everywhere or anything I've ever done, you kind of go back and forth with price a little bit.
I don't like that part of it. It makes me nervous.
Some of us would call it haggle. You got to haggle a little bit. Dealerships don't really like to do that a whole lot. So anyways, we did find one dealership that, man, I really appreciate, very straightforward, and think we found a couple there that we kind of like. Now we're just trying to weigh out that age-old question of would we camp?
Are we going to go camping?
And you know, this would be, we've had the bumper pulls, the fifth wheel with the diesel truck, we've had even had the motorhome, and so now we're at the point where got to make a decision if we're going to camp or not. But anyways, the journey continues. You're still rolling with the Stones, and so I would ask you, drop a comment below. What has been your favorite dealership, and what has been your favorite type camper? Bumper pull, fifth wheel, motorhome, A-class, C-class. What's been your favorite? What's been your least favorite? Do you like Murphy beds? Not like Murphy beds? Tell us what you think.
Would you buy a camper without a bathroom? That's the next question.
That's a great question.
So drop a comment, let us know, and we will update you on the journey. So on our way home, we stopped at one last pop-up, and it did not pop up. It would not open, so that one is off the list for now. Super nice people, just not supposed to get that camper, I guess.
Felt really bad for them. We've never had a pop-up, so the manual tool required a drill, and they didn't have a drill, and I don't have one in the truck, so Feel really bad. Super nice people, super nice lady. And she parked it last year. It was working fine. And this year had it plugged up, shore power. So I don't know. Definitely be something that I'll have to do a little research on, because I'm kind of curious if that might be a common thing with pop-ups.
So we've learned a lot on this trip. Bring snacks, because it's been a long day. Bring tools in case the people need help. Double check all the fine print. They may be charging you 3 times more than some of the things cost. So just a few things we've learned today, and we will try again another day. So day 2 of camper shopping was a success. I had to stay at the church and take care of outreach, so he took off to Chattanooga, and we have a little pop-up camper. I mean, camper.
And
Sorry.
camera.
And a camera. But we will have videos when it's daylight. It's dark right now. We've got it halfway popped up in the driveway. So super excited about this new adventure and ready to take you guys on this adventure with us.
Woohoo!
Woo!